Episode 4 right now. How about it? How about
Ep.4.
it? We are getting smoother with this? No, we're not. But
not really. I feel like we have more difficulty setting up today than we
had. Maybe all. I mean, some cameras weren't charged, and hey,
we were not as
if we had a tech guy, you know, if we had a tech guy,
still need a Stu.
Yes,
you're looking out there, Stu.
But anybody
get a hold
that
of
wants,
us.
Yeah.
You can find me on all the social medias. Dan over 82. We're hiring a Stu.
Yep.
But yeah, episode 4 of Let's Go podcast with Geyer and Over.
The G and the O coming at you strong from Western PA. Another hot one today, but better than what last few weeks were.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the hottest podcast we've done today.
Yeah.
You know, as in temperature wise, because we got extra umbrellas out today. I'm trying to hide from the sun.
It's just pure straight sun. Yeah. I'm battling through because I'm a gamer. I went away last week on vacation, and coming back, I have caught a cold.
Yeah.
I've barely been
able
to
a little bit action.
Yeah. No COVID.
You can't say that.
No. We'll be getting taken down.
You can't just have normal cold anymore.
You can't have normal. No, I came back and Sunday started getting pretty sluggish. Let's say.
I mean, I was with you Sunday. We were working the Armstrong County Folk Festival down there at the Elks booth.
Yeah, we did well. Yeah. I mean, the whole festival seemed like it was.
After you left, we only had one totem hole left. And actually,
awesome.
The first thing to go was the cheese and the chili. It was just kind of. I mean, there wasn't much left, and what was left was kind of baked down.
Well, it's great. That's where we want to be. You know, you don't want too much left over. They had some extra hot sausages. I saw on Monday they're doing $1 hot sausages, which the Elks, you know, they always are trying to help their members as much as they can.
Right.
But yeah, so Sunday I started feeling a little sluggish, and then Monday morning I woke up and it was this full blown guy flu. You know how it is. Man flu. I'll be the first to admit I am a baby when I get sick because I hate being sick.
You need coddled.
It doesn't happen much.
You need petted, coddled.
I just don't want to move. I don't want to get off the couch or out of bed. I just rather sit there and try to sweat it out for 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it may be. And so, but no, I took some medicine. I'm coming around. It's going on downhill. But gamer had to play today. I couldn't. This is like the flu game,
Right.
MJ flu game.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, we had to get it in because episode 3 just hit the
airwaves yesterday
on the YouTube.
Monday. Yesterday.
It was early Tuesday.
What's today?
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
It was early Tuesday morning. I had a busy week myself. They were to get around to the editing.
Wow, I mean, hey, you also uploaded a new travel. You guys should check it out. Dan over 82 on YouTube. Subscribe. He uploaded a travel blog. Yeah. That was pretty sweet. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a little testing out the waters there. So I travel a lot for work and pleasure, and so I decided. I've always kind of kicked around the idea of maybe doing some kind of travel thing because I try to do. Big attractions, small attractions, everywhere in between. I have a Google Maps. I get on my Google Maps and I just I mark places I want to go. Yep. And whether I'm there for work or play or whatever, if I'm driving past somewhere or just going to be in an area for a while, I just like to have a visual on my Google Maps that's already marked out. Like, I'm close to this place. I'm close to this place.
That's all.
So I just try to go here and there. It's the first travel vlog I ever did, and it's on Shenandoah National Park in Luray Caverns. You should check that out at Dan over 82 on the YouTube.
I mean, I think I watched it. I thought it was very informative, very short, sweet. It wasn't, it was 20, 25.
Yeah, I could have really cut that down more.
But it was you needed it though. You wasn't you weren't blabbling, but
just
about stuff.
Yeah, there's some things I know I definitely like. I was kind of planning that to be my gross cut, but after I did that, I'm like, I'm done playing with that. I got to move on to the Let's Go podcast. Let's just get this out there, throw it up there. And I'm not going to waste a bunch of time on that. And I was okay with it. I wasn't like, I'm not trying to direct a feature film here,
No, but I mean, I thought it was great, and it's just like the podcast here. Ober is all of our tech guy, editor, producer, director. He wears a hat of many. And he, just with our podcast, I mean, you're doing a great job, and I think you're learning more, you're getting more in touch with your
my roots,
of what you went to college actually for.
Yeah, I was kind of. I always loved editing. I always loved. Yeah. I mean, 4 hours go by and it's like nothing. You know, I'd rather do that than watch aimless TV all day or anything like that. And I feel like I'm being constructive a little bit, and you know, making something. That's my art form, I guess. I'm not an artist in any means, but if there's anything that I just enjoy doing, it's fun to me.
I mean, I think you are an artist with it, for the mere fact that I could not have the patience to sit there and try to splice together all of those, you know, very timing of everything. Like I would give up. Like I mean, that might be why I don't, you know, videotape things that I have going on. You know,
it is tedious to make a good product. It is extremely tedious, and there's people that make those YouTube videos. It's not easy to do. No. You know, and there's people. Yeah, they make buku bucks and all that, but editing things is not. It's not easy. It's a very unsung hero thing. You know what I mean? Like you always talk about director and all that in a feature film or something, but editing takes time and patience, and it's difficult sometimes. You have a vision of what you want to do sometimes, and it's just not working out, not lining up, not this, that. The audio is not so good at one point, so you got to try to splice in and try to make it, try to make the music flow into it, so it's not so boring. It's tedious, man.
It's not something for the weary, as they say. You like it.
There
you go.
It's weird. It's like I'm like a glutton for punishment.
That's all right. You know? Hey, we need it. You know, you need it. So yeah, if you guys have any comments about our videos so far, episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is gonna be out, you know, probably next week, end of this week, maybe beginning of next week.
I'm trying to maybe, like, if we film one like Tuesday or Wednesday, I want to have it up and running by Monday at the goal, Tuesday at the latest, and I feel like that's a good flow. Yeah. You know, one a week, just kind of keep it going. So that doesn't stress me out at all. I can usually pump one out, and editing.
Good. I don't want you to get like.
No, if I ever did, it would. You know, I'd speak up, but I want to aim for one a week.
Good.
In the editing world. So.
Well, if anybody wants to leave a comment or about our videos and let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you have suggestions, please do in our comment section on YouTube. That is the only place we are right now. We will be hopefully soon, you know, getting more not so old head, not so boomerish, and get on the social medias a little bit more, but we don't know what we're doing yet anyway, so this is where you can find us.
Still open to a name change kind of thing. Like before anything's like solid or anything, we're just going to keep plugging at this, and you know, if it leads to something, we'll
get back to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's ever evolving.
Very much so, and that's pretty much also the episode 4. This is the first time you're finding us out on the old interweb. This whole podcast is just us two, our thoughts, bullshitting about what happened maybe in the past week or the upcoming weeks, or strange things, intrusive thoughts that pop into our heads that usually win and probably shouldn't, you know. So we just want to let you guys, you know, if you guys have anything you think we should talk about or would like to talk about, you know, please feel free. Actually, I got somebody sent me something the other day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a topic of interest for him. He was a random text that I got, and it said, have you ever tasted breast milk? And I said, yeah, I have. I have.
Sure have.
He goes, I haven't. He goes, but all these guys at this party, man, they all said they have, and I've never tasted it. And he goes, what's it taste like? I was like, I don't know. I think it tastes like a little bit like Lucky Charms.
Yeah, it's like milk. Super sweet milk.
Yeah.
Like Fruity Pebbles milk.
Yeah.
Like after a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and you have to, like, sip the milk. Yeah. It's kind of what it tastes like.
So
I may or may not have had a shot.
At a local establishment.
At a local
establishment. Not like a private house or anything. No. At a public establishment. Yes.
I may or may not have had a shot of the breast milk. And if you know, you know.
Yeah, yes, definitely. So. If you know, you know. And we all, I think, know.
Yeah. Not gonna throw anyone under the bus here on.
But yeah, so he goes, "Can you talk about it on your podcast, man? Because I've never heard anybody, and I really want to know if there's anybody else out there that how many other people have had breast milk before, you know?" And I mean, it's a valid question. I don't think the majority of the population probably has tasted it.
I don't know. I mean,
I would say it's a minority.
We're 100% right here.
Oh, we are 100% right here. I would say it's more of a minority than it is a majority, but
maybe.
Well, we don't know. So please leave your answer in the comments section, please. If you have or have not tried it, please let us know.
Give us your thoughts on what do you think it tastes like.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's different batches. Like you got a good batch of sweet, you got a good batch of not so. Probably depends on the diet.
Definitely on the diet. I was just gonna say, and what they're drinking. Like, what if they just, pounded, 4 glasses of wine before they?
I don't think they're supposed to do that, and then maybe that's the bad.
That's batch. The bad batch they give us to drink. Yeah. They don't give that to the kids.
Dude, there could be a market for that. I bet there's OnlyFans or something. I guarantee it.
Oh, those. There is a market for breast milk, like your weightlifters and stuff. They all pay like top dollar for that stuff, man.
No way.
Yeah, because there's so much protein and everything else in there, and nutrients and stuff.
Oh yeah, they pay.
I mean, I don't know. I watched the Fockers when I was younger, but I don't think we can milk ourselves.
No, no.
Is that where you're going? I don't know. Oh, where are you going?
I know what I'm doing later. I'm going to be looking on the...
Oh, you're looking for a batch. Buy an ounce.
Try it. I wonder what an ounce costs, I wonder if it's more than...
I don't know. Let's, we don't have a stew. If we had one, we could Google... He could Google this while we're looking, but...
Speaking of the gym, I feel like that's... I mean, excuse my attire.
No,
I know
you're
kind of running
fine.
out of time.
I'm in gym attire too because I am going. I'm going. I'm
already done.
Yeah.
So that's why we're not drinking the alcohols right now.
Truth.
So it's
truth.
Being healthier choice today for the episode 4. We're turning over a new leaf, Zach.
What would you say? Cost of breast milk?
Yeah. Also
per ounce. Wow. Is he? Human donor milk from milk banks costs $3 to $5 per ounce. And so it might cost $60 to $100 per day for a 3.6 kilogram baby to consume 20 ounces per day. I guess that's literally
that's 16 times more than a gallon of milk or a gallon of gas.
Yeah.
Because 3 to $5 an ounce, right? Mm-hmm. So that'd be 16 times the price of gasoline.
I could afford
for a little.
I mean, and what would you say? How many ounces do you need? Like, I would say probably a gallon, right?
A day? I don't drink a gallon of milk a day.
A pounder?
A pound.
16 ounces?
16, yeah. Oof.
10 ounces?
I don't know.
I don't think 1 ounce is going to get you a day.
Nah, that's expensive. That's an expensive.
I'm just going to stick to my eggs.
Yeah.
Let's just put it there.
All right.
Stick my eggs, my meats, my veggies.
Tell you what, that's what I got to stick with. Since I can't pick up weights.
Oh, but good news, right? No surgery on the old hand.
No
surgery on the old hand. Yes. Woo.
So lining up correctly, thankfully. Good. I think I put it in place that night after it happened. But, dude, I'm telling you.
We're not doctors. We're not medical
professionals. I was in pain, and I just man, and then it was instant relief. Oh man, I feel so much better. And I wonder if I actually did set it. I might have.
Who knows?
I wouldn't know. I never broke a bone. It's the first bone I ever broke in my life. But I know it felt a lot better after I pulled it out and I'm oh. But
maybe, I mean, there's a good possibility.
I mean, I don't know. But speaking of
the gym.
Yeah, the gym whole thing. Dude, I've been gaining weight bad.
Wow.
Dude, I can't do weights. So I don't know what it is, but I'm just doing cardio. I've done no less than 40 minutes of cardio every day I go to the gym. So
yeah.
3 to 5. I've been 3 to 5 days every week since it happened.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm just doing 40 minutes of cardio minimum, up to an hour.
You been pounding the legs any?
Dude, yeah, I have. Today, that's all I did. Nothing but legs. I guess today was the first time I did less than 30 minutes of cardio because I had to wrap up to get here.
But sorry for cutting it short.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We got busy lives and we fit it in when we can.
Yes.
Well, but dude, just doing cardio alone is not keeping up with my diet.
Yeah.
It is tough. And
well,
I gained like 8 pounds.
I mean, I have nowhere to talk. I haven't been doing nothing this summer. I've hit the gym maybe 7 times. I hit the basketball court because
Yeah.
I coach, I play, I do all that, and I have classes all summer long. So that keeps me somewhat, but like you're saying, cardio just doesn't do it. Like, you have to lift weights. If you want to lose weight, you have to lift weights.
Cannot just do the cardio.
You cannot. And they say, well, change your diet too. Yeah, change your diet some too will help.
The only reason I even work out to begin with is so I can eat and drink what I want. That's it.
Exactly. But like, even it's not like you eat an unhealthy diet. You're not sitting in there hogging on 6 bags of chips and four Twinkies a day. Like, it's
but when I eat a sleeve of Oreos, though, I do feel like
well, that's just your body saying, hey, you probably shouldn't eat that many.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But the body doesn't always know what's right.
True. I've really been. So last night I went up to the Walmart and got a rotisserie chicken. I pulled that apart. And that's kind of what I've been chewing on. And dude, it's good.
It is.
That's underrated rotisserie chicken, man. And I made a sandwich with it just before we came out here, and it's good. It's still good. I heat it up in the old toaster oven.
It takes forever, but I've done it a couple times. I've gotten a rotisserie chicken and then made buffalo chicken dip with the rotisserie chicken instead of canned chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a little bit more time, but it does taste immensely better. Like, rotisserie chickens are just solid.
That's what I get from the Subway too. Rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
so much better.
And getting a whole chicken, like, you get so much more meat for, you got more work, but you got way less money wrapped up into it for the meat.
Really? I mean, yeah, you're not kidding. Not kidding.
I think it's the best way to go. Is like, that's like any bird, or cow or anything like that. Go to the farmer locally and go get your meat off him, and I guarantee you're gonna get more meat.
Probably better than Walmart, but I
will like, but conveniency.
It was like 8:30 at night. I'm like, what can I go? I didn't want to go sit in a restaurant. I didn't feel like sitting in a bar. I didn't feel like drinking. I'm like,
don't want to hit the Wendy's up,
No, I didn't want to go that, And
so that's probably your safest route, Yeah. That's why I always like to keep, some lunch meat on hand. I'll just pound like 4 slices of turkey or roast beef.
Yeah.
Gets you some protein, gets you over the hump. Because I try not to eat. I mean,
ooh, right.
Excuse me.
There, bud.
Oh, got a big old burp there. I've been trying to. I really have been trying to fast from 9 o'clock at night till 9 o'clock in the morning. So like,
probably not gonna help you too much.
Those monsters, they're not good.
Probably not gonna help you too much.
They're not good.
There's a little bit of sugar.
There's a lot of things I do in my life that I just can't get rid of. A Monster, every so many days.
How about
a Coca-Cola every day, probably. I love a good Coca-Cola. And it's not that I drink Monster for the energy; it's for the taste. Like you said, try the white one. No. I don't like the taste. I don't like the taste of any other energy drink.
If you're drinking for the taste, you're only gonna.
I'm only drinking it for the taste. Yeah. Like I'll drink this and then still have 3 cups of coffee. You know what I mean? It's like I do the coffee for the caffeine. I don't do it for this. My heart might explode when I'm 40 years old. I don't know.
Right. Maybe. Well, I drink for pre-workout. I've been drinking the C4s and the Ghost.
Yeah.
And they say there's 0 sugars and stuff, but I don't even know how that's possible. Those things taste so sweet, and there's like dreamsicle freaking flavors and some like Sour Patch flavors, and I don't even like super sweet things. Why can't I just get like a, you know what I mean? There's flavors so extravagant that I just want to pre-workout, shove it in my face, and get to the gym. But anyway, I don't know how there's possible to not have sugar in those. It says it doesn't, but it probably has some other product just as worse.
Sometimes they'd say no added sugar. So like, there's sugar in it because of what they're putting in there and naturally, but there's no added sugars.
That's usually like a fruit thing. I think natural sugars from fruit or something. I think that actually hits the body different too. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a big Body Armor guy, so I will take Body Armor over any other.
Like Gatorades or all that.
Gatorades, Powerades.
What's
the Prime. I'll do Body Armor over anything like that.
Is it at someone's?
This is actually, I think Coca-Cola owns it now. Okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, everyone gotta have some kind of sports drink now, so just
the guy,
somebody's.
You know who was real big in this right off the get though? Big investor on this. Old Kobe Bryant.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that.
Yeah, he was like 15% investor on that. They just settled a big lawsuit with his wife and family because of
Body Armor.
Body Armor and them. I didn't get into the whole thing. I didn't read it all, but I saw that they got a settlement of like some change,
some bucks,
some bucks,
some
yeah,
dollars in the pocket.
Yeah, like you know that 10-figure, 11-figure money.
Yeah, well, I mean,
6, 7, 8.
For
It was
all
like
that Kobe
9,
did.
no, 9-figure. I think it was.
Kobe, I have nothing to praise for him, so it's. I mean, good for the family.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation, but Gemma, our mascot.
Our mascot Gemma is in the house. You remember,
herself.
everybody, this is a working house. This is a active house. People do come and go. There's a street not too far from here. You can see.
We got weed eaters going in the back.
Yeah, this is a neighborhood.
We got,
this is like a soundproof, nice. Your mom's basement where we can just sit down there and not do anything.
Right.
You know?
No disturbances.
Yeah.
We take the disturbances and build them into the podcast.
Well,
it's all part of that.
We're men of the people. Let's say we're blue collar.
Okay, I like it. That's a great excuse. I like it. It's like we're too fucking poor to put it
yeah, we know.
That's really nice to put it that way. Yeah. So we went on a couple trips since our last.
We have.
It's not to change the subject there.
No, we're good.
I was thinking that we did some traveling.
We have. I went to. Well, this is where I got the cold. I went to Ocean City, Maryland. Had a great week down there. Beautiful weather, all except for the last day it rained. So you can't complain about that at all. No. But yeah, so it was a fun trip. A really, really fun trip. Got to do golf a course. I always like going when we go on vacation. I always like to try to golf at least one course, if not more.
What's that place called? You guys went? Is it something Pines?
Where the golf course? It was Running River.
Running River. Okay.
Running River. It had a Berlin, Maryland address, which is like 20 minutes, maybe 8 to 12 miles outside of Ocean City. So like, it wasn't real bad to get to. Nice course. Very wet. It poured the night before, so we had some heavy rain at nights down there, but nothing during the day, and it poured. And it was the first time I think in a long time where I've had my ball get plugged in the fairway.
Okay, one of those days.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you're like, where'd that ball go? I didn't see it bounce. Did I even hit it in the fairway?
Did you find it?
It was in the fairway. It was in the fairway. I mean,
fried egg.
I had to pull it out with your,
Boop.
Yep. Boop. Big old socket.
Right.
And so that was a night, but it was a really, really nice course. It was a Gary Player design course, so for the price you couldn't beat it really. It was cool. And then the beach, every beach day was nice. It had great weather at the beach, sun, a little bit overcast. So I got burnt 2 or 3 of the days there. It was good.
Any of the local establishments?
Hit everyone we could possibly hit.
I have a question for you.
What was the question?
Because I think I saw something, but I couldn't believe my eyes. Were you at the Salty Dog, and did you do a shot?
Oh, yes, I did a green tea shot at the Salty Dog.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Zach Geyer, you would have to break his arm before he would do a shot. So I don't know what they had on you, what kind of blackmail
they had no blackmail. I actually suggested it because it's just, you know what? I thought that we needed a pick-me-up. It was starting. We had an afternoon rain that day. It was like 35 minutes, but we didn't know how long it was going to hang around. Linger.
So motivation was getting low.
Motivation was getting low. We pulled in there. It started pouring after we got there. Everybody in the group was a little bit down. Rightfully so. You're at the beach. You don't want to see this rain. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a shot. And everyone was like, but the guy I am, I'm trying to just motivate people, get the morale up, get us going.
That's why you're a basketball coach. You're trying to get the morale good.
Yeah.
Get the blood pumping again.
They're
rallied.
Yeah.
Did it work?
I think it did. I mean, we partied on for another, 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, I think we got to where we needed to be.
Right. You got to the point you needed to be. That's what it's all about. I'm proud of you. I was a little shocked when I saw that. Actually, like, wait, is that a?
That is a shot. That was like a double actually. Like it took 2 gulps out of me.
Well, you don't even know what a single would be like. When was the last time you did a shot before that?
Not as long as you think. It was probably back beginning of the year or so.
Okay. Second
like
shot
around
of the year?
Christmas.
No.
No, not. That's probably my first shot this year.
2023.
Of 2023.
Impressive.
Should have documented that.
Right.
But yeah, there was some shock that I was doing the shot.
Right. It's kind of funny.
But so yeah, so that the trip was in all great time.
Nice.
Always nice to get away. Always nice to get away with, especially, you know, friends and family that you can.
Right.
So it was a good time. And then you went away.
I did. Just for a couple days.
Yeah.
Not a whole week.
But
I went up to the Erie.
Mm-hmm.
And got on Andy Placco's little charter boat. Shout out to Andy with a Roughneck charter out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Dude, he had us on. So first off, you got to be at the dock at 5. Andy wants to get out. It's 5:05. He's mad. Like he wants to get out because you know what? He's the first boat out, but I bet he's probably the first or second boat in every single day. Gets out there, gets you on the fish, and we were limited out on the first day at like 8:20 in the morning, and the second day like 7:50. Like the second day there was like no law. We went in and just started hammering them.
What's his slogan?
What? Who's up?
Who's up?
Who's up? Hashtag who's up?
Hashtag who's up?
Hashtag who's up?
Because that's probably pretty accurate then while you're describing.
There was probably 3 different times, throughout the weekend, through the 2 days. I think there was 3 different times we had all 4 of us hooked up to the fish, bringing them in. I don't know if we all 4 landed one at the same, because that would have been pretty cool, like all at the same time. But that was all hooked up.
Pretty close though, right?
Yeah, I think one was illegal. One was too small, so we throw it back. So I didn't count that one.
Gemma,
When it comes to mascot. And Andy Placco, I guess he's been out fishing those waters in Lake Erie for a very long time.
For a minute.
Yeah, so he knew exactly where to go. And the first day the water was choppy.
Yeah, well,
I've never been seasick in my life. And I've been out on a few charters, and this was the roughest water, so I feel like if I didn't get sick on this one,
you're good for probably a lot.
By the time we got to the fishing, where we started fishing, I did take a Dramamine.
Yeah.
And just preventative. I never felt sick, but like, I'm like, man, it could happen.
Do you take the pill, or do you do like the patch?
It was a pill.
Oh, you did the pill.
Yeah, it was just preventative, just because like, this could be the day.
The day I'm hurling.
And there was another kid we were with. I was one with Tyler Bordick and his family up there, and one of his buddies from Erie, because he went to Gannon, so he has some friends up in the Erie area. This gentleman, he had a rough day. He was not feeling so good. He took the Dramamine too, but it
didn't kick in.
Dude, he was a trooper though. Like so he's out there fishing, and he got in his mind like, man, I'm being a trooper. I'm not throwing up till we're done fishing. I'm telling you, it wasn't 2 minutes after we had the 2 minutes after we limited. I think his brain was like, you know, we made a deal. We made a deal. My stomach, my brain made a deal. And once we're done fishing, I get to get rid of this. And it wasn't 2 minutes later, he was chumming.
He did it.
He made it though.
Yeah, I mean that is being a trooper. That's a gamer right there.
Right. But he was all right. He was pretty green there for a minute, but
I know the feeling. I was like at one time when I went out with my pap. We used to live in Morehead City, North Carolina.
Okay.
And we went out in the ocean there one time, and I had that rough feeling before. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's bad. You know, it's bad, but
it's and once you get it, I hear it's like impossible. Like you have to. I don't know any measures to like get it back.
I mean, when I got it, I was also 9, 10, somewhere in that range. So like, it's equal to for me, like getting the spins after a night of drinking. And I'm just like, oh my god.
There's only one way to fix it.
Yeah.
Gotta get rid of it.
Hey, working house. We got some people coming in. Home from work. I guess people actually have real jobs, hour by hour
Bunch
jobs.
Of
nerds, dorks.
Just kidding. I'm coming down to the wire.
Yeah, you got to go back. I just so happen to have the day off today.
Yeah.
So
it's time to go back. Heading to New York here in a couple on the 21st.
Yeah. Podcast is going on location.
That's right.
We are going to be trying out new things.
That's right.
So it'll be interesting. Stay tuned.
Right. Yeah, I know Spit and Chicklets and all them. They do a remote thing. They're almost never in the same room.
Yeah.
And they can pull it off. I think I have a Zoom subscription still for until October. So I think we'll just try to do it through that. method, record it, and see if I can put it together from there. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll wing it like the whole podcast is about.
Yeah,
we just wing what we're doing.
Worst thing to happen, like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Bummer. No, but
I was just gonna say,
I got confidence that it'll.
I think it'll work.
So
I mean,
don't worry, we aren't running away.
No, you're stuck with us.
Right.
You're stuck with us until we can't.
What? Talk no more?
Yeah, basically. Until we're done talking. Until we run out of intrusive thoughts.
So we hit the end of the internet kind of thing? Just until we...
Do you think we'll ever hit the end of the internet?
No.
I don't think so. No, me either. But, you know. So, you going on a trip, I went on a trip. Both involved a little bit of a road trip, drive-wise. Mine a little more than yours, but still road trips. I had this, I had 3 kids and another adult in my car.
That's exhausting.
On the way home, and I asked the question to them what their go-to road trip snack would be from the gas station, and then I thought maybe I'd ask you, what is your go-to road trip go-to snack from the gas station?
I mean, I can do a trip from here to Myrtle in about 9.5 hours.
Yeah.
Because I don't stop.
Yeah.
I just cruise.
You don't even get a snack before you pull out.
When I get gas, so I gotta stop one place to get gas. I tell you, if I get anything, and it's just because I'm tired, probably like a Cliff Bar or something with nuts in it, because I feel like nuts just give you a little bit of energy, and that's fair. That's fair. But maybe peanut M&Ms if anything. If I'm just like
still,
but that's just not. I mean, it's not even. I don't need.
Nah,
it.
see, like
you know what I mean?
if I'm pulling out, I usually when I'm getting my gas pull out, I gotta get a Coca-Cola. And because I do love Coca-Cola.
You mentioned such.
And beef jerky. I don't care what kind. Teriyaki is my favorite, but I don't care what kind of beef jerky I get. And those are my go-to.
Yeah.
It's not that I have to have it, but like if I'm getting a snack, so I have something to eat while I'm driving, that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting chips. I might get a bag of combos every once in a while just to switch it up, but it's always a Coca-Cola because you gotta stay hydrated. And
that's great
hydration.
I mean,
you can drink water, but I mean, everybody does that.
I'll get a juice monster, like the juiced ones. That's probably my drink if I'm not like going for like a pre-workout, but want a little boost. The white one, which I think is low cal or something, or the juiced one, I like those too. But
no, like I mean, if I'm driving over tonight, it's just coffee. So no soda.
Coffee
I'll go water and soda. Or I'll go water and coffee overnight.
No.
Nah, I can go pretty far without. I mean, and I don't stop.
Yeah.
And I also keep my AC because I don't like sweating. For anybody out there, I hate stepping outside and it being so muggy that I already sweat for not doing anything. Like I just don't like it. I'm not a big fan of the summer, let's say. So in the summertime, I run with my AC low. And the kids in the back seat, they were a little cold back there. Yeah, we had to get some blankets out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were cold.
Wow.
I said, well, there you go. Can you turn it up? I said, I've turned it up a couple of degrees, but...
What do you keep it at?
Oh, it stays at 60.
60?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cold.
That's the lowest the truck will go down to, and I'm a
68er, maybe 69er.
No.
Nice. Nice.
Great number. We're immature. But yeah, so you don't really have a snack preference.
No,
okay.
I don't.
I mean, it's all right. It's okay. Hey, let us know in the comments
I'll tell you what,
if you guys have one.
I'll tell you what my road trip thing, audiobooks and podcasts.
Yeah.
Audiobooks and podcasts. I'll just get in the zone and I'll put away 3 hours quick. Like I won't even.
I had everybody listen. Well, they had to, but they had to listen to episode 2 on the way down.
Did they?
Yeah.
Forced. By force.
You know, not. I didn't twist their arm or anything. I did have the aux cord.
You needed a ride, right?
I did have the aux cord, so they all listened to it. You know, and
any complaints?
No, I didn't hear any. Well, most of the kids were sleeping, so it was mainly just my girlfriend and I. Yeah, Kylie and I, and she was laughing and snickering at a lot of the things. So I think it went pretty well.
Good.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah. So
But it's awesome. That's how one way to get the viewership up, get those views up by force.
Yeah. Well, it's like propaganda. We're just pushing it on people. You gotta watch it. I don't care.
Right. Like Chinese propaganda. We're taking the tactics right out of the Chinese.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh man. But yeah, so we had some nice trips over the last week. This upcoming week we got what's going on. I have a family reunion this upcoming weekend, which I always look forward to. I love seeing my family. I have a pretty vast family that lives all over the country, really, and I'd say 90 to 95% of them get to come back for a reunion.
You do.
So,
I've heard stories of the infamous reunion. I'm gonna call it infamous. It always sounds like fun.
It is fun. It is a lot of fun, and so we have that coming up this weekend. Actually, I have family already up there. I saw pictures and videos yesterday and today sent for me. Yeah, it's already begun from some of my cousins.
Nice.
So it looks like it's gonna be
what
another
town is it in?
It's in a little town called Bullwinkle, Pennsylvania.
Bullwinkle or Bull?
Bullwinkle.
With a B. With a V. Victor.
Victor for Bullwinkle. Not Bullwinkle, like the moose.
No moose.
No. Bullwinkle, Pennsylvania. Just south of Marionville, about I'd say 5 miles. Above Clarion. Yeah, above Clarion.
I went to Clarion U, so.
Yeah, so it's a nice little drive, hour 15 to get there.
Not bad.
Not bad.
How far is the furthest trip that someone from the family makes it?
So I have family that come in from Alaska. They live in Alaska.
Wow.
I have 2 different cousins that live 2 different spots in Alaska.
Do they make everyone, or they make most of them? Make the trek. That's a trek.
They'll come every other year.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's back-to-back years, and then they'll miss maybe 1 or 2 years. But they make majority. Yeah, it is a trek. I mean, they make a trip out of it. I have another cousin who lives in Vegas, so he's made it. A good bit of years. Cool. He comes in, and then I have other family. Most of the family do live in Pittsburgh, in that area.
So this is home base, I'd say, for your family?
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
So but yeah, it's a good time. We have a farm, so we have a lot of land. Not a lot of land, but we have a good bit of land. We go up there, ride ATVs and dirt bikes. And
go raise some hell?
Yeah.
Do country boy shit?
Do country boy shit.
Come back to your roots, kind of?
Horseshoe tournaments, right. I wish more people would have horseshoe pits. I don't hate cornhole. It's nice. You can take it. It's convenient. You can play it anywhere. Horseshoe pits are permanent, obviously. But I love throwing shoes. I do.
Yeah, it's like one of those pastimes kind of phased out.
Yeah, like I just, I feel
got replaced by the cornhole.
A little bit more manly when I got a cigar in my mouth, beer in my hand, I'm throwing a horseshoe.
Right. That is a very manly like
chirping at everyone. Right. That's not that's not a point. That's not a point.
If you are good at throwing shoes, if you got game throwing shoes, you're a man. You're like.
I mean, I feel more manly doing it. I'm not saying it makes you more manly. Don't come at me about that, okay? Like that's not. Yeah. Me personally, my own opinion. I feel like I'm more of a man playing that game than cornhole.
Right. I get it. No, something about the weight of those shoes too. Mm-hmm. A little, and it's hard because a lot of times you got to be super consistent on getting your rollover and. If your rolls off, and on the end it's going Timbuktu. It could
I'm a flipper. I'm a flipper. Some guys are a tosser. They spin it. My uncle Dougie, he's really good at this. I try to get 2. Sometimes it's I try to get either 2, or if I throw it up there really high, I'll try to get 3.
Right.
And bring it down on top. But yeah. There's some science that goes into that stuff. I'm not saying the rednecks and the hillbillies are the smartest people, but you gotta think, you gotta know what you're doing.
You gotta get your flips in, your flip down.
Yeah. So
because you're right. If it lands on the wrong edge, it's rolling away. It's clearly not going to be.
And then sometimes it just it hits just on the post wrong and it flies off,
And hopefully hit your uncle in the leg or something.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous game.
Yeah, it is. And it's crazy. We don't have backstops up there yet. We're getting them placed in. I've been alive 35 years. I don't think we've ever had backstops, but now the next generation of kids are getting old enough where they're running around.
Yeah.
And our parents didn't care if we got hit with a shoe.
Get your neck wrung by a horseshoe.
But my generation, they care about their kids a little more, so we're putting some backstops in, trying to help prevent the kids getting tagged by
taking one in the ankle.
Yeah, taking one in the ankle, or even worse, they saw one hit the ground and rolled and then bounced and hit the little girl, one of my little cousins right here, knocked her down. You know, she was all right, so it's okay to laugh. But yeah, so we're doing some precautionary maintenance on these pits this summer.
Remember lawn darts?
I mean, lawn darts. That's a game.
That was pretty much gone by the time I was of any age.
Yeah, but you can find them like up until like 2000. You used to be able to go to a yard sale anywhere and find those. Now you can't. Like you get on eBay.
People are hoarding some. The OG lawn darts.
OG lawn darts on eBay right now are probably going for $80 a box.
I've always heard about people getting hurt, but I feel like I've seen injuries in horseshoes. Like someone get hit. I've never seen. Everyone says how dangerous they are, but I've never seen it. Then again, I haven't seen that many games of lawn darts.
Either have I. Exactly.
But like, I feel like.
I mean, I could see it happening.
I always feel like lawn darts is more controlled than horseshoes. Beyond, I mean, just me thinking like.
Yeah, I mean,
it hits and it lands. It doesn't.
It doesn't roll.
No,
it's not going anywhere.
Right.
If it hits you.
You shouldn't have been standing.
You should have put your foot there, or your hand, or if it comes in your head, maybe you should have moved a little. Pay attention. Right. Just pay attention.
That's all. Horseshoes,
you could be paying attention. That thing hits a rock, it still gets you in this shit, you know?
Exactly.
I agree. I think there's more injuries with horseshoes than there is lawn darts, but to each their own.
I guess when you get hit by a lawn dart, though, there's kind of a little bit more damage.
It's definitely piercing. You know? It's definitely going. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, that kind of hurt. You know, you have a little bruise. It's like through your hand. You're like.
They also they made them a little bit excessively sharp. Like there's no need for those things to be as.
What are you playing on? Concrete? Like what are you trying to stab?
I mean, just going in the dirt, man. I mean, it doesn't have to be like. Armor-piercing rounds.
Yeah. They put a 50 cal
just say, you put like enough weight, and they have enough weight that if it's just like some kind of blunt point.
Because I have thrown them before, and they do have a little bit of weight. I'd say they're probably up to a pound.
You could throw a screwdriver in the ground. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of point. Like it would. Some of the points they were like a dart almost. Like there was no point.
Yeah, because sometimes like I've thrown some, and you know I don't know. I guess most of them are pretty sharp. Like I thought some people sharpen the butt. Maybe that's the way you go. I don't know. More aerodynamic if you have a better point on the top. I have no idea. You don't want a blunt nose going. I mean, God forbid your yard dart doesn't hit here. It hits here.
Right.
You're putting it in a 4-foot ring. I mean, how can you not hit it?
Right.
But
wow. Did not think we were going to talk about lawn darts on the podcast today.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Will win here more than not. I mean, it shouldn't, but it does. So yeah, so I have a family reunion coming up this weekend, and then next week I really don't have too much on the agenda except for work basically and that stuff.
We talked about actually going whitewater rafting, but that's not going to work out.
That's not going to work out?
No, because it had to be pushed to the following week and I'll be in New York.
Yeah, you'll be going.
But we are going to have to get a whitewater rafting trip.
We'll try to get that
Ohio Powell.
Down in Ohio Powell.
Yeah.
That'll be that will be a great time. We kind of know somebody.
Yeah, we got some ends.
Yeah,
we
know some people. But what do you have coming up before the work trip going? You got anything fun this weekend planned? Or?
No, just gonna pretty much cook up some of my walleye.
Oh yeah, you're going to do that this weekend? Yeah. Nice.
Because we hammered the walleye, like I said, up in Erie. So this weekend, looking forward to cooking some of them up and hopefully having some people over.
So you going to deep fry that? You going to grill it?
Do you have any recipes? I mean, what?
You know who you should call is Andy Sacco. You know what the one time he took, what did he take? Cheetos? Crunched up Cheetos.
Made it like a breading?
Made it a breading and deep fried it.
Wow. On walleye?
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody said it's good. I can't tell you because I can't eat it, but everybody at that party said it's really, really good. So I would ask him, like, if he has, what's his favorite recipe, or, I don't think this is going to be out in time for you guys to leave your comments, but for future reference, leave your favorite walleye or fish recipe in the comments, and we'll try to hit those up and maybe have a food tasting day here on the old Let's Go podcast. I love a good food tasting day.
Yeah. We should bring
not seafood, but I mean, you can have the seafood, and I'll eat chips or something, or steak or
You
whatever.
should break someone on cooking a meal.
Yeah, cook us a meal.
So
yeah.
if you're interested and you got a recipe for us to try,
shoot us a comment or
get a hold of us.
Get a hold of us if you guys live locally in the Western PA area. We have pretty much anything you need to cook here. So if you want to do that, I'm in. I'm always for that. We'll make it a freaking. We'll get you shout out and to our 4 or 5 subscribers and 20 viewers. But we'll get you. We'll try to get you out there. We'll try to get you out there.
Oh, one other thing I did last week while you're gone, I went to a Steeler training camp.
Oh yeah,
I did.
So was that your first time ever being?
First time I was ever at Latrobe training camp.
Really, it's a great time.
I lived down there even, and I still never went. It was close to my office that I used to work at, and I just never. I don't know. And it's built around for kids.
Oh, it's definitely is.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I was watching a football practice. I couldn't imagine going to the high school and watching a football practice. Even though people did sometimes, and they did a lot of the drills and things like that. But I saw some good one-on-ones and some of the practice scrimmage. They like give a situation, and then they'd run through a first team, second team, third teams.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. Here's my analysis. From what I saw that day, they tried to do a 2-point conversion, and the defense stuffed the number 1 offense. Number 1, I feel like almost every scenario, the number 1 defense pretty much stuffed the number 1 offense.
Yeah.
Our number 1 defense is superior to the offense. Like I mean, it was pretty clear almost every play. But
they should be. They should be. I mean, we have a lot of.
I think the Steelers. I saw a
top first round picks on that defense.
I saw a graph today actually, and it had Steelers in the top tier of like maybe 3 other teams of defense.
I saw
in the league.
one where they said that the Steelers are in the top 10. They're not even close to being in the top 5. They're they're 10, I think.
In defense. Yeah.
I don't know how if you have a healthy TJ Watt on that team.
How can you put it
on that field? How can you? That dude disrupts a whole freaking game.
Yeah. Then you put on like Minka and Hayward,
guys in the back.
I mean, Hightower had a lot of sacks.
Highsmith, watch out for Highsmith.
Not Hightower, Highsmith.
Watch out for him next year. Or this year coming.
Right.
But,
and I tell you what, a lot of those guys look pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously they don't hit the quarterback in the training camp stuff, but there was a couple times TJ was just like right in Kenny's face, and he was kicking the leg like it was a sack. They still ran the play through, but
I saw some videos and commentary coming out of the training camp that the new rookie tight end from Georgia, Washington.
Yeah.
He's been pushing TJ around a little bit.
That is a big dude.
He
is a big dude.
6'7", 245, 265.
Dude.
And they say he runs he runs like a deer.
They're saying he didn't have they were talking about his hands, like, oh yeah, I'm telling you, that dude had some nice catches the other day too.
Yeah.
And I guess the game situation is obviously different, but
you're 6'7", you're that big. Throw it up. I'm pretty sure he's going to jump higher than most linebackers that will be covering him.
The dude was. I was pretty impressed. But either way, but it was also funny. Our number 2 offense, which Trubisky was taking the number 2 snaps, was dominant to the number 2 defense. Our offense might not be as good, but they're deeper, and our defense is better, but not as deep.
All right. And we got some give some take some type deal there, right?
And I don't think either one of that's really bad or good. I mean, you know what I mean? So like, I still think we're pretty solid on both sides of the ball. I think Kenny Pickett going against the number 1 defense like that is going to give him great reps throughout the training camp. Yeah. And he had some success, but it wasn't like all doom and gloom. Don't get me wrong, but like that's a pretty good.
Did they have the new rookie tackle in? Was he going against TJ? Like, if he has to go against TJ every day in practice,
I don't want to say one way or another.
If that guy
I saw
goes
what they were
against
talking
TJ,
about.
Like I feel like that just straight up ought to prepare you for pretty much any edge rusher you're watching, going against this year.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
This isn't the SEC anymore, but this is. So hopefully, he is in there getting reps and looking good. I haven't heard, all that much about anyone making big splashes or not making big splashes.
I saw, other than George Pickens and Jerry Porter, their little tussle a couple times.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
So, It's pretty good. I like to see the brawl between those two because those two are both going at it. JPJ was actually taking reps with the number 2 team when I was there. I know he's kind of switching in the first and second, but like I think it's important to get him the reps in with the first team, but he was more coming in the second group that day.
I hope he gets confidence and gets that. Shows that
there's a lot of training camp left. We haven't even been to a preseason game left.
Yeah, we play what, Friday night?
Friday night coming up.
But we got real games coming in less than a month, bro. Real
really?
Games.
It's exciting.
It is exciting, right? Like that's.
I haven't been excited for football season in a while.
I mean, I'm just excited because this summer just seems like it was blah.
Really?
It seems like it was really long for sports for us because we only had Pirates.
Well,
like usually
we had one good month of the Pirates.
Yeah, but like. Usually you have the Penguins carrying you at least till like mid-May.
Dude, we have not had that in a while. We haven't won a playoff series.
But they're still in the first round, and like they took like they took the Rangers to 7 games that last year. The year before they took the Islanders to 7 games or 6 games.
At least got you in the
At least got you, it got you pushed. Pushed you in the middle of May and stuff. Yeah, we haven't had anything great to watch. We haven't had anything great to watch since Memorial Day. Like we've had subpar Pirates baseball since Memorial Day.
Okay. Well, I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree a little bit because where the Penguins usually get you to, the Pirates got you there.
Yeah.
The Pirates gave you that month, so it's like.
All right. Yeah. I just feel like it's been a blah sports summer for me.
Yeah. Personally. I don't watch a lot in the summer anyway.
But
so it just hasn't.
I am excited about the football season coming up. I'm excited about the hockey season coming up because we had a big trade with Carlson. Penguins getting Carlson this weekend.
And I don't know how I feel about it yet. That's another big contract we just took on.
I mean, 10 mil. 10 mil is.
That's pretty high.
That's high, but
we have 2 defensemen at that range, and Letang too. And
there are 2 defensemen that play very similar. Like I get it, I understand. A lot of people say we don't have a defensive defenseman.
No.
We lost Dumoulin.
Right. Who runs a power play? Are those?
You got to put Carlson there.
All right. I don't.
No offense.
Be a North Trophy winner.
I mean, no offense to Letang, but he's like a Carlson Walmart. He's the Equate version, All
right, you hear that on the.
I heard that on Spit Chicklets, but it was a great reference. I mean, he really is.
Yeah. He used to be. Well, he's not. He lost a step. In hockey league, if you lose that step, you can't go down and be offensive to where you're almost on the red line and then get back in time. He used to be able to make that stride back.
He just, can't do it his health is taking a bang. So does Carlson's health, but Carlson still has his legs. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But it is going to be different, but I mean, and everyone's getting on to the fact that like, well, now you don't have a defensive defenseman, blah 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 blah. But like, I was always under the assumption though, like when we won our last 2 cups, our last 2 cups in 16 and 17, it was speed. It
was.
So if we can get back to that, I think just look at like, and this is coming, I don't want to say I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, I'm not trying to paraphrase Spittin' Chicklets, but like,
it's okay.
Just Avs 2 years ago were fast.
Yeah.
That's how they won their cup, and that was in 2021, and we won our cups being quick in 16, 17, and the Capitals won their cup being fast in 18. So like, in recent history, some gritty teams, the Golden Knights last year being just bullies, and having decent speed, but being bullies, they won. But like, I think if you were, and I've always thought this, if you're fast enough not to get hit or get the puck out, what does the gritty guy give you?
No.
If he can't, if you're bang 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 and goal, the gritty guy, he might hit you once or twice, but like you basically neutralize him.
Right.
In the
and
game.
I guess we kind of dig it. There isn't a lot of grit on that team.
No, there isn't.
And a lot of our speed's gone. We don't got a lot of that use anymore. We got an old team.
We have some older players, but our bottom 6. I liked what Dubas did for bottom 6. He overhauled it. It's not like eye-popping names that we all know or love or anything like that, but I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be surprising to a lot of fans.
I hope so. I mean, you got enough superstars in that team that you can make those players.
Plus, we
good.
saved $3 million.
Yeah.
After all we got out from all these shitty contracts.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
That Hextall got us into, except for the only one we can't get out of is Jeff Carter. But whatever. I mean, you're
he's
stuck
a flyer.
with, yeah.
Originally.
But we can't get out from him. But whatever, it is what it is. But so we have $3 million there. If we can find, you know, who's to say Dubas doesn't find somebody mid-season or even before the season starts to shore up our bottom six, or even, you know, shore up maybe our top six and drop somebody down to the bottom six. Because Gensel was out till November with the ankle injury.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
first month?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's on missed the first month of hockey playing.
Yeah.
He's on missed all of training camp and everything because of.
You don't expect him just to jump in and be like.
They say
butter.
they project him back November-ish.
Okay.
So. It'll be see. I mean, I'm just excited about sports coming back that are relevant, you know, and you got college football starting in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Big game September 3rd, Penn State versus WVU, NBC Saturday night. What a way to kick it off! You know what I mean? Like that's
one of those last time those two played.
Actually,
they play
not too long ago. It wasn't too long ago. It was in the 2010s.
Okay. See, like two teams you never see
off
on
the top of my head. They don't play as much as what I would.
Those two teams you never see to be on the field. At the
they
same
played
time.
in the 2010s one year for something, and they're playing each other. You got the backyard brawl going again.
Yeah.
Now this year will be down in WVU, so that's I don't know when that.
WVU got some games going on this week.
Yeah, this year they got some games going on, and so college football is always fun.
Yeah,
got that coming up. But the end of summer kind of is coming upon us rather quickly.
Well, speaking of college football, shout out to my Chancellors of Conway, South Carolina. That's my that's my college now.
That's your college?
I've been adopted and now having a place down in Myrtle.
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina Chancellors. So that's my
so
my
your
team now.
Your team is the what are they?
The Chancellors.
The Chancellors. They play on the green turf, right?
Yeah, it's like a blue
teal
nation. Yep, teal nation. I'm telling you, that's a fun team.
Are they FBS?
They are Sunbelt.
Okay.
They're in the Sunbelt Conference. But they were ranked a couple years ago. I was down in Myrtle, and they played BYU, and it was to win it was for their bowl game, and it was one of the most exciting.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, it was, and they actually went undefeated that year. Played BYU, and it was an excellent game, and instantly from that day I was like, I'm in. The bars were packed down there, you know. It's a Myrtle Beach hometown team, and it was a good time.
That would be fun.
So I was instantly a fan. So I still like my Pitt and Penn State because I'm one of those people we talked about. But I'm going from
episode 2. It's talked about.
Yeah,
on episode 2.
Chancellors.
Sweet.
That's my football team now.
Well, I mean, with the way that colleges are revamping and going from conference to conference, you never know. You guys might be in the ACC next year.
Could be.
Because
they won the College World Series a couple years ago for baseball.
Yeah.
And dude, the athletic program at Coastal Carolina is unbelievable.
I heard they have a hockey team that's pretty good there.
Dude, and their soccer team's good. They have all around. Their softball team was ranked.
I mean, it's a pretty sweet school to go to because you're right there in Myrtle.
It's beautiful. I mean,
campus is nice. You got the beaches like basically your backyard.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like it was super. I wish I would have went back, and I don't think I'd change anything in my life per se, but I wish I would have gave a little bit more consideration to going down there because man, I have a blast down there, and those guys they're a little fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, remember the COVID year? They had them on TV. That was when the BYU game was, and that place was packed, rocking. Like no COVID rules applied.
They were one of the ones that didn't.
Nope. It was
really
balls to the wall. Fans were crazy, shirts off, like for that BYU game. That was the COVID year, and instantly because it was so fun to watch. And then pretty much there wasn't much else on. I remember marble racing being on TV that year, you know, but. Yeah, Coastal Carolina Chancellors.
Still up there. I mean, that's marble racing.
I mean, it was bad. That was a bad time for sport.
I mean, this is how much. Well, we're talking about like I think this summer is really boring for sports for me. And I was watching. I think we talked about this last week. The catfish racing.
ESPN the Ocho.
On ESPN the Ocho.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was intrigued by that because there was just nothing on. No,
Right.
like that's where I was at. That's now
Right.
now I see a glimpse. There's hope. Little League World Series,
Does that mean you were
regional
watching the,
Little League World Series
we were
is
watching
starting.
the Sanders
Sanders
races.
belt Sander races.
We were bored that day.
Yeah, we were really bored.
You're taking bets? I think I won.
And we're so degenerate. We were betting
Yeah.
on that. I mean, that's how big of a degenerate I am with gambling.
I think I did win that day.
You did.
I
You
can't remember what my
it had like
the dragon. Was that the one, the dragon?
No, I thought you had the America
dinosaur.
the Beautiful or something. It had
No,
like
I was gambling.
oh, that was gamble.
I think I had the dinosaur one.
You
or
did,
dragon or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yes,
You
yes,
took
you
it.
did.
Yep.
Yep.
Something about that dragon really
Well.
spoke to me.
Yeah, that's where I was in sports, you know. But
Mhm.
now we have Little League World Series with the regionals being on ESPN at night, so I watch that.
That's pretty much what I watch on the treadmill.
And yeah, and then we have football right around the corner, college football right around the corner.
Hockey.
And then
Yeah, hockey gets exciting.
Hockey,
a little bit down the road,
will
but
be we're
at least
still, you know.
At least something to watch during the week or something.
Yeah.
So.
But man,
Yeah, man.
it's starting. Before you know it though, it's going to be summer gone,
Right.
gonzo.
Yeah.
Especially with you going back to work. By the time you get back, it's probably gonna be a little chilly on these
Dude,
parts.
I might have. Yeah, my schedule's getting changed every day. I'm still pretty sure I'm going to New York, but I just got a call today and asked me if I want to go to UAE.
UAE, where's that? Oh,
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. I was
Yeah.
at UAE. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, where's
Yeah,
UAE?
so
at?
like, I don't know.
Oh.
It's not up. I still got a Brazil thing on the docket. So it's just,
Hey, at least you have options. At least it's not
it's
like
not
they
options. It's not options. It's
No?
pretty much let's get the contract. Let's give me. I'm ready to go to work. You know?
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is, at least they have business
they
to
got
do.
something
They
to
have
work.
jobs to do. It's not
Yeah.
like, hey, sorry, we don't have a job. You have to sit here for another 4 weeks until we
I mean,
find something.
we're bidding on all these things, so
Yeah.
I hope it just works out. But like, they call me today, be like, hey, if we get this bid, would you go? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
go.
sick.
But
Abu Dhabi.
I
How
just
much
got that while I was on the.
is that another long contract like the Brazil thing might be?
No.
No?
This would be like 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Get in, get out.
We'll see.
Stay
I mean,
an extra 4 weeks to travel.
we'll see. I have to go straight to Brazil after that.
Yeah, you might. Oh my.
But,
Rough. That's rough sledding. That's rough sledding.
yeah, it's not all sunshines and rainbows.
Can't all sit here at the tiki hut and talk
Yeah.
on the Let's Go podcast.
Yeah.
But at least, you know, maybe.
I've been home so much, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Go make some money.
Yeah. Maybe then we'll take the whole podcast to Brazil. We'll
Yeah.
just, you know,
On
fly
location.
it down there on location on the beach, having Brazilians look at us and speak in Portuguese. Like, what the hell are they
I've been
doing?
practicing my Portuguese on
Have you?
Duolingo. Yeah. So,
How close to Spanish is that?
it's so last year I worked in Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's where I started practicing some Spanish every day and stuff. And some words are like, it's a little bit different. Like they're close, but it's almost like if you had a lisp and spoke Spanish, you would get Portuguese or something. It's almost what I feel like. I have like a Spanish lisp, and like it ends up being Portuguese. But then again, there's some things that aren't anywhere close to what they are in Spanish.
The words are just completely sounding completely different.
Yeah,
whatever.
and D's sound like G's. You pronounce D's as G's in Portuguese, so it's. I think I'm saying something, and it's not.
Registering.
No, it's not. It's not saying Portuguese. I'm trying to use my American.
Yeah.
What I know a D is like a duh, right? But it's J, like Gia, like D-I-A is Gia.
Gia. What's Gia stand for?
That'd be a day, like.
A day.
So
Gia.
Yeah.
Gia.
That's just one example. But
Hey, the more you know. We're here to teach you guys.
Right.
Gia.
Yeah.
Portuguese for day. So that's pretty. That's what we have on the docket. We'll try to get one more of these on the home base, let's say, at the home
yeah, we will.
home field advantage.
Right.
Get one more in. And
Got some new microphones to test out next time.
Yeah, they came in. We didn't get a chance to charge them, but we'll have some cool, fancy technology. We're getting up there in the world, guys. We're getting up there. By we're investing into this. By episode 15, I'm telling you, it's not going to be this. Well, it's not probably still be this shitty podcast, but we'll see you guys. So we ready to kick it out of here.
Yep.
try.
Had enough of you people.
Had enough of this talking and bullshitting, and
you gotta get the practice.
I gotta get going.
I gotta get a shower.
So let's go, podcast episode 4. Check us out
In the books.